This conference will now be recorded.
Good. Fine. Hey guys, good morning. And today we are gonna discuss about the Docker private repo. And if once it is done, if done, okay, we'll start with the Nexus also. If you want to Nexus, then again, I'll do very fast setup for this Nexus because there is no Nexus server running in my system as of now, and we need to create a new one. And again, same whatever we are done in the Jenkins time, we integrate with the Jenkins with Nexus, right? To publish a artifact to Maven artifact to your Nexus server. The same way, the Docker image also we are pushed. Before that, as we discussed yesterday, now the Docker private repository. Now, basically, instead of using a Docker hub, we are gonna use the either either no. Let's show this. Now, if you are using a Docker hub, we already written this, Docker host mission, you know now we can use the number of ways we can push the number of places we are push the Docker images in real time. Okay. Now either we can use for Docker Hub private account. Docker Hub private account means we have a Docker Hub private account also. How we can make it Docker Hub as a private? Now basically once we log in the Docker Hub, when you open the Docker Hub, if you see your images and you can go for settings and see here deleted repository and enable image scanning and make a private. Make this repository private. Private repository is only available for your member for your organization. Now basically using for one of private repositories, get more. You need to get more means if you click this, we need to buy a plan. The current plan is the personal plan, which is the free one. We don't to pay anything, $0. And if you pay $5 per month, Docker desktop unlimited private repositories, 5,000 image pull per day, and 5 concurrent builds, and 300 hub vulnerability scans, and the 5 scoped across tokens and team. If you pay for $7 per user per month, and if you multiple users will push, then each user is the $7 you need to pay for them. I know this is the what we had a advantages. If it $21, then this is the what we have advantages. We need to buy the plan. Then we can make it our images as a private images. No, right? And by default, they will give the only one image is a private, which we can store in even free plan also. We can store only one image as a private image, but one of my images already has a private image. And see this, we don't have any option. We don't have a option. Okay, we don't have a option to enable that. If you are by the plan, you will get this enabled, then we can make it a private. We can make it as a private that repository. Private that repository. Now that is what we can set up that Docker hub. But it will little bit charger like as you need to they will pay. We need to pay for them. Okay, it's a more cost actually. Okay. Now instead of Docker hub, what we are going to do? We are going to set up for our own private repository. Own private our own private repository we are gonna use, and instead of own private repository, even we are gonna with the Nexus, or we are gonna with the ECR, or we are gonna with the JFrog. Okay, any one of we are gonna use the repositories in real time, which is the mostly used. If you are using AWS, 99% we are gonna use this. Then there is a like a sometime we are gonna use the Nexus. This is a rare cases we are going to use that. Okay, this is a if you want to store your public repositories, public images, we are going to use the Docker Hub. Okay, this is the ways of repositories we are going to use that. Even we are already teach this. Now today we are going to discuss this, and we already discussed this in our AWS session. If you guys remember, and again I'll teach you. Don't worry. And if this is the Nexus, we are going to discuss. This is the 4 ways we are going to see that how to we can push the images to your your private repositories. Is it clear, guys? Understand the requirement? Clear, right? Now, for this making your create a own private repository, or you need to install a software. You need to install a software. For installing software, what we do? Basically, we need to download any software we need to set up. But as we discussed in the Docker guys are provided one image, Docker private repository. The Docker team, they provided one image that called as a registry. That image name called as a registry is a software which we can registry. It's a one software kind of, okay, one software which we can store our Docker images. We can store our Docker images in own Linux servers, in own our servers. Is it clear now? That is what registry image we need to download, we need to run. Like same like what we run yesterday Jenkins as a container. Na? The same way we need to run a registry also one software. Then Jenkins is a software like to make a CI/CD. Registry is a software that we can use for to store our Docker images in our own servers. Is it clear, guys? Clear, right? If you understand this, then it will be very easy to practical. The next what we do, just go for Docker Hub and then search with the registry. See, this is a registry image, and which we have a tags here, and we have a lot of tags like registry latest, registry 2, okay, registry 2.7, registry 2.6.2, 2.6, and 2.6.0. This RC2, RC1, 2.1, 2.3.0, and 2.3. There's a lot more is available now. Even if you want to make it this, you can do like a latest or else 2.7.1, anything we can use. This is the latest one. Okay, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 2 years ago. Then just make sure either you can use the 2 or 2.7 or 2.7.1 or latest. All are same. It was done in the, they create a 4 images. They create a 4 images. See, these images are built. Even if you want to can calculate the size, 8 MB, 8 MB, 16 MB, and then 16 plus, and now 8, almost 24 and 25 MB, nearly 25 MB for this image. You can download and you can run as a container. Clear, right? Now let's see how we're gonna run that. Go for Docker private repository registry document. Okay, now see the first. See, the registry is a stateless, highly scalable server-side application that stores the let you distribute your Docker images. The registry is open source under the premises of Apache license. You should registry if you want to do tightly control where your images are being stored. Fully own of your own image distribution pipeline. Integrate image storage distribution tightly on your in-house development workflow. Okay, and the next, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run this. What it is? Understand this command. Docker run background. This is registry will be, this image will be running on the, which is the port 5000 port by default. Now I'm internally running a 5000, externally I'm putting also 5000. The registry software running on the 5000, same like a Jenkins is running on the 8080, right? The same way registry also one server kind of that will be running on a 5000, and then restart equal to always, that we already seen yesterday. What is the use of this restart equal to always option? Now when you booting your machine, the registry should be up and running, because if someone is, like say you are not mentioned this option, you are restart your Linux server, now your registry will be down. If some application is down, try to downloading the images from your private registry, then what happen? It will fail that job. Now if whenever we booting instance, like what are the prerequisite software you want to be run up and running for, now for those softwares we are making this option -f is equal to always. Not only this, what are the applications we deployed in the server also, you can make it this option. With this option, when you're booting your instance, the containers will be run for us. The containers will be run for us. If it you not mention, all containers will be stopped state. Again, you need to go there and you need to be start that all the containers. You need to start the all the containers. That's what you need to be take care of. That's what you need to take care of it. Is it clear, guys? Clear now? Clear. Now let's run this. Now find out the what is the problem here, guys. Tell me the what is the problem here. See, that image is not available locally. It is downloading this image first and it will run. If this image is not available, what it will do first? It will download. If it is not found locally, it will download from Docker Hub and then it will run as a container here. Okay. See the Docker PS. Docker PS. Docker PS you can see now. Now when you see the Docker PS, when you see the Docker PS here, okay, now you can see this registry 2, this registry 2, this is up and running for us. Now let's push the images. Okay, now this is a completely console level. Even we have a UI for like third party guys. Other guys are implemented the UI. Even if you want we can set it. Let's see, I mentioned the document also here or not. This is a repo. No. That is a 50,000 port. It's a 5,000 port, not 5,000. This is a 5,000. That is a 50,000. See difference. Okay, this is a 5,000 and this is a 50,000. This is a 4 zeros. This is a 3 zeros. This is a 3 zeros. Okay, fine. Now just give me a minute. Basically, you guys can see anywhere in the UI kind of name. Hmm. Now basically what I can say, you can mention the third party. This is the latest document. Let me pull up this. Where is the Docker private repository? This is the latest document. I'll share this if I miss. I think the V6 version only I uploaded, and remaining these are all you can ignore this. Something changes in these files. Okay, that is our changes is available here. The same one which I shared, but no, it's the latest one. Last batch I updated with the UI also. UI also we had updated. I'll show that what is the reason for the use the UI. We'll set up that for our batch also. See what happened. This is completely there is no UI. UI means what? Go to your browser, access the like local like IP address and 5,000 port, and you can access your register, and you can see that what are the images are in your system. You want to delete that image, or you want to keep it that image, and you want to all this operation you want to do with the clicks instead of writing a commands. Now let me show that first. Let's learn about the command API. See like this commands, and then let's see the UI also. Okay, now our registry is up and running for us. Now let's what we do. Let's see the what are the images we have. As of now, is any images we pushed or not? Is any images we pushed or not? No, right? No, right? No, these are the images which we are for ECR, which we discussed in the last session. What I'm going to do, Docker. I'm going to run this, guys. Let's see, only 2 images are there. That is for Jenkins, which is running. Yesterday we boot the instance. See, my Jenkins is running now here. As you guys are observed here, the Jenkins I not started today. It's a 15 bears. The 23 hours back it was created, and 15 minutes back it was up and running again. Means it stopped and then up and running for last 15 minutes. Now this is the one which I created just now. Okay, fine. The next, what you do? Let's see here. Basically, this is the registry is running. Let me pull the one any image that you wish, any image, you a private image, a public image, whatever, your custom image, whatever you have. Just let me try to with the event. Now the image which we have downloaded is the event. Now tell me guys how to rename with this, like as create a one more image on top of it with the custom name, custom image name. How to do that? We need to rename it, or like you need to create image on existing image. Which command we can use? Huh. Docker. Tell me guys. Docker tag source Ubuntu latest space latest you need to mention. The next what? The next what? Next what? Destination. Destination what we need to mention? You need to mention the IP address of your instance, or else you can mention the local host because of it's the same mission. And what is the port? 5000 port. The next, what are the like as Ubuntu? Like for example, let's say V1. Like I'm going to give the version 1. This is the image we created. Let's see the Docker images. Docker images. Now this image is created for us. This image is created for us. Now same way, what I'm gonna do? Let's see Docker pull images for another image also. Alpha image. Now what I'm gonna do? Let's create a second image also. Two images I created. V1 for because it's the same ID guys. Okay, just I'm keep it the two tags, but if I delete one, it will delete for all. What I mean, let me tell you. If you create a tag, what happened here is I create a 4 images. I no need to write now. See here, this image ID. If you can observe here, these two images IDs and totally these 3 images IDs are same image ID. See here, because when we create a tag, these image IDs are common. Image IDs are common will come. If until unless if any one of the layer will be changed, then the image ID will be changed. If there is no layers are changed, if all are common, then it will be common. If you can observe here also. Yes, sir, here also image ID is same. Now if I delete this image ID, remaining two also will be delete for us. The remaining two also will be delete for us. It won't be appear. Okay. Clear now what I mean? Just I create, just rename it just. Okay. Now do the Docker. Now once it is done, we have these images. What I want to do, I want to push this image to where? My private repository. If you want to push, what you need to command you need to use? I given the image name called as Ubuntu only, right? Ubuntu and then V1. This is my image, okay? And then I want to push this. I'm pushing, but we are not set up any credentials, okay? And let me down and push the V2 also. Now it's already existed. See that layer is already existed, but because the layer means whatever there is no change in the every layer. If that is what we told in that Docker images are catchy, like if the already libraries are shareable, you guys remember no? That word we mentioned. What has been here? It will be if your storage level or local level, if you already the same layer are created in a previous Docker file, anything, it won't rebuild again. It will be use the same one. Okay, that is a catchy thing. It will be used. And see the Docker image. That two images we pushed, but still we have appear here. Okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm going to be Docker rm. I'm going to delete this rmi. Okay, rmi image means rmi, right? I deleted this, and I'm gonna delete v2. Okay, I delete the two images. Now see the Docker images now. Now what images are there? There is no Ubuntu images. Localhost 5000 Ubuntu v1 v2 images. The two images I deleted now. But what I want to download this. Where we store these images? It won't appear. See, it won't appear as of now here. Where it will stored? Where it will store? It will store in the Docker private repository. Where is the Docker private repository? That is inside the one container. Where it is that container? No Docker images. You can refer this. Inside Docker PS. Let's do the Docker PS. Now which is available inside this. Okay, this is inside their storage. Their storage will be stored. Now, fine. Now, how we can download this, guys? How to download? If you know the image name, you can get that. How to download that? Huh. The same way which we are removed it, right? Which we can pull. Docker pull. Docker pull. Now see here, Docker images. Now that image is again downloaded. Again it will appear here. Now the beaver. Again download. Is it clear, right? Is it clear, right? Now see the Docker images. I can download again back to my local machine from private repository. I can download here. I can push it here. Means where this will be stored, it will be stored in our Docker private repository. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me remove all this Docker RMI and this image ID and this image ID. If image ID will delete it, no, because of it you will used in the multiple stuff. That's reason it was not deleting. Now it's deleted. Now see the Docker images. What happened? All are deleted. We deleted only 2 IDs. See what happened? We deleted only 2 IDs, but it will delete in the 6 images. Again, these 3 images and these 3 images because of image ID is common. Okay, but if you delete with the image, like as image name, that will be delete for the only the specific image, not for all. That is the difference actually. Okay, clear, right, guys? Now what I'm gonna do? I pushed how many images I pushed to my Docker hub, like Docker private repository? 4 images I pushed. What are the images? Ubuntu 1, Ubuntu 2, and then Alpha and V1, Alpha and V2. 4 images we pushed. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna delete this Docker. Yes, right. Docker RM -F and then 6B. 6B is the this container ID. Okay, 6B you can do the 2 letters. Okay, that got deleted and do PS. There is no Docker registry running here. Only Jenkins is running here. No, tell me how to download the images. Can we download the images now? Can we download? Let's say Docker pull. What happened here? There is no server is running. Okay, let's run the server. Let's run the server again back. Which we used just now, right? Now let me. I'm running again back. Now let me pull the images. Do we have a images or not? We pushed the where what happened here? We pushed these images to this repository, right? We pushed 2 images to this repository, right? Why it's not available? We pushed 4 images to this repository. Because we lost the data. When the container will be removed, we lost the data. Then what we need to use now to make sure like as your Docker images will be persistently storage, what we need to use? We need to use the Docker volumes. Without Docker volume, this kind of softwares you must use the Docker volumes. Understand, right? The another use case of Docker volumes. Clear, guys? First, it's very important to know that. Okay. Now let's make it the volumized with the Docker private repository. Means this is everything is done. Let's make it this. Let me explain this. The same one, there is a one option will come here extra. volume. Basically, the data will be stored under the in container. I'm not sure, dude. My mic will be there. Means my voice is not hearing me. There is a one reason. That could be a maybe you don't have a good network, or else your headset or your mic may be not working properly. There is a two options. For my end, I have a good internet speed. Okay, and I have a I'm not sure. Guys, what about you guys? Others? How no, I have a good internet speed, guys. Okay. You can check your internet speed, how much you are getting. Mine is nearly it's around will come, 150 Mbps speed. Like in the morning time it's around like 90 Mbps something will go. Much high speed I have. I don't have any problem for internet. Okay, that's it. Fine, cool. Okay. Check your end, Epsiba. Okay. Then next, what we do now? Let's start with the Docker private repository with the like volumes. Okay. Sorry, this is the one, right? Now, what we are using one volume mount we are using. Like as this path is your wish, whatever you liked it. Okay, whatever you liked it, you need to mention here wherever you want to be. Okay, just like given MNT registry that your wish. There is no any meaningful here. I mean, for if you want to store anywhere, we can store like as my registry, my data, something like that. Okay, my Docker private repository data or anything. And this is the internally you must have this path. Sir, okay, this is okay. I'll give whatever I want. Then what is this, sir? Because internally the registry will be stored this path. Sir, how I know that? How I know that? You know that that's the reason you mentioned that. Basically, let's say I'm implementing new software. I don't know what is the volume I want to set up. How can I know that? Understand the problem? No, sir, you teach Jenkins, I can understand. You teach the registry that I can understand. You teach the Nexus, I can. Maybe let's say I want to set up a Prometheus. I want to set up for Grafana. I want to set up for Node Exporter. How can I do that? How I know the what is the volume for internally it has. Basically, there is a two ways we can do. You can check the documentation, or else you can go through that Docker hub, like as there is a Docker image they've written, right? The Docker image source code is available, open source it is. Okay, it's available. Then go and read the Docker file, then you will get to know that. Let me see this part. How can I get this now? Where lib registry, right? Then go to your Docker hub now. Docker hub now they are not mentioned any here. The next what you do, just go for the GitHub Docker distribution. The documentation they mentioned, I think this is not a distribution documentation, not for the over. See, this is the recommended reading. Okay, even these guys are mentioned this, very less one. Registry, about the registry, and then configuring work. Now you can see now here. This also we're going to do in the next. Now, root directory what? Where lib the registry. This is what just I am using, where lib registry only. The root directory they mentioned, configuring registry. If you want to know it very well, even you can see this is exactly I am using. Deploy a registry server. Set up a registry server I am using. Now see, if you know set up Docker private registry, just I Google it. I got this documentation. Then I opened it. Now see this. This is the document we'll get. The starting itself. we got this documentation. This is the what I just used. What I want, just this is the what I'm trying to use it now. Any concern, guys? Any concern? This is the one method. There is another method also. You can get to know the volumes and all anything. Basically, 99% we have a the Docker hub. This registry is available, or else you can go for this libraries and you can go and see that this is the image they are using. See, it's simple one. Okay, simple code they've written, registry code they've written, bin library, and then they mention for what alpha image here. This config.example, and this will be override this path where lib registry volume. What is the volume? Where lib registry, and expose the 5000 port. That's it. That's it. It's a simple Docker file they've written. And then entry point dimension, the entry point data set. Again, there is a one script dimension. And if you go a little bit, entry point data set, there is a one script dimension. Now there is something, the script they want to be run. Is it clear now, guys? Cool. Understand now how I got to know this volumes path. Even any software if are you going to use, you guys can be use this method to get the volumes path. You guys can be get the volumes path this method. Is it clear, guys? Everyone? Here or not? Just I'm explaining for future purpose, okay? Not for current scenario. Now, if you want to know that, like any new thing, like let's say whatever you want to set up, how we know, understand, how to implement. See, no question, no worries. Now what happened here? What I mean, like any software, anything, we can't explain for everything in the session, right? Like hundreds of softwares we need to implement based on your requirement. Now I'm telling you guys, if anything will come, this is the way we need to be learn. This is the way we need to be implement. It's clear now? Let's do this. Let's run this. Sir, what is this slashation and you are not writing a single line? What does this mean, sir? Basically, this line is the what it do? This is divide the line, okay, but it will be treated as a single line, everything. But to make sure if it is a single line you want, it will go inside this side. If you want to divide into the multiple lines, but right working as a single line, this is a escape character we need to be mentioned. This is a escape character, let's say. Okay, fine. Understand now? For example, if I run, if what happened? There is already running one. Let me remove that, which is running without any volumes. Docker rmf and then a0. Let's remove that. If you guys are observing here now, this is what I ran. Like the escape characters one. That now this time escapes are gone. Just give the spaces if you guys. Let me run it. Docker ps. If you see the Docker ps, now my image is running. Now let's what you guys will do. Let's like as rename that Docker tag one. Let's work on the Docker tag one again. Docker tag alpha. Alpha image is not there basically. Let's download the first Docker pull alpha. See, when we the tagging, this won't be option to pull. When you're running time only, the image is not available to download from Docker Hub when running the container. But while tagging, while removing, it won't be get from your Docker Hub. Okay, make sure you should be know that. v1, v2. Yes, and that example is enough for what? For to make sure like a stuff more clear, just I'm making the two examples. It can be any images, guys, not only for Docker Hub, but not only Ubuntu and here. What are the custom images we build now? Even that also we can push to here. Okay, like what are the Java application built and we are done, right? That also, even that also I'll show you. Wait a minute. Both v1 now. Okay, we'll make to v2. Okay, that's right. What I'm gonna do? I'm going to replace with the Ubuntu and then replace with this Ubuntu. Docker images. This is the images we have, and let's see any Java application which we had. Now let's go for we had a hello world Java, right? Now here Docker build -t, like as let's say you can create a number of tags, guys. See here Java app, like as let's say v1. That is a simple one without even you can t one more t also you can do. Let's say localhost 5000 with your private repository path. Okay, Java app colon v1, we can do one more t. Okay, number of tags we can create in the within a single build. Okay, and then t and then dot, you can create a number of builds. You see three tags will be created for us, one for local, one for what do you say, v1 version, v2 version, like whatever. See, this is the done, this is the done. Now these images are done. Then Docker images, if you see here, this is the images already. If you see that Java application also, Java app image also will be there here, v1, and Java v1 okay, both are v1 I put. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, no problem. Let's anyways, we have one is enough. Just I want trying to show that, for example, let's say if in some companies what happened, right? While building, they created three tags: one for dev server, one for pre-prod server, one for production server with the URLs. Okay, the different servers they deploy for dev, different server for like Nexus, dev Nexus, pre-prod Nexus, production Nexus. For example, three Nexus servers we are using. Like as you want to push the images into the three servers. Now that time what you do? You need to build the three tags. If you're using single server, only one tag is enough. If you're using a three Nexus servers or three repositories for each environment, some guys will be follow that. But in my case, my scenario what to do, I use the only one image. That image can be downloaded for anywhere. It can be dev, staging, pre-production, production also. That's the image is the same. We are not maintaining the multiple images, multiple servers, nothing. We don't need to require basically if you come to the scenario. Okay, because if you have the same content, same image, then it's a waste of your servers, it's a waste of your storage, it's a waste of your time. Everything is a wasting if you maintain like that. Okay, understand? Huh? But some people will do that. Even we did for in the first company. Okay, because of that time is different actually. But local we are set up in the local our own on premise. Remaining we are set up in the digital cloud actually. That time we need to push that into the private repository where we are running the digital cloud. That's the reason we are creating a two tags, one for local, one for cloud. That is scenario like that. In that scenario we need to create a multiple tags. Is it clear, guys, what I mean? Docker images, Docker images, you see. Now let's push the images. Docker push, Docker push. Now if you don't want to type everything these commands now every day, if you are using, just make alias these all the things, dp del, like that. Alias means how to set up. Let's say alias dp, okay, and then equal to, then set up for Docker push. Let's say just I want to show you how to set up. Okay, then DP, then which one we pushed it, Java application, right? Let's push the alpha image this time with viewer. That's it. Typing, you can save your time. In real time kubectl working, all the things we do this way, and we can save our time actually. Lot of time we can save. In real time, people they do like this method they will follow. They don't want to waste their time because these guys are lazy. They want to see their WhatsApp status, they want to see their Facebook reels and Insta reels. No, that's the reason. Their followers they do in the morning, be ready, and then making good dresses, and they make videos. No, yeah, we want to watch their reels, right? That's the reason. Okay, we are saving some time for that reason. Okay, just kidding. Cool. Okay, fine. Clear, guys? Clear now? This Docker images. Now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove this. Now just instead of this remove, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove this with ID. Okay, then it make more fast. Yeah. It's a forcible because of its multiple. Sir, even the contents is running white circling. This is tagged with the some other image, right? That's the reason circling possible. Now see this. That's gone. Now if you want to download that again back, what you need to do? We need to download. For downloading, you can use the Docker pull. Docker pull. You can use the Docker pull. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear now? See that Docker images. Okay, sir, what I do, just remove that one, sir. I will see. We need to see that you can download the images or what. Okay, cool. Now Docker PS. What I'm going to doing now, Docker RM minus F. I'm deleting this. I'm deleting this. Now you can use the -rm option. We already knows, right? If you stop this container, it's automatically deleted. That okay. See, that is what mentioned in the document. I mentioned the document. Okay, fine. See that the container gone. I am going to run the new container. If you try to download now, you can't download because let's say v1. Let's try with the v1. There is no. It's not running. It will be show the connection timeout error. The next what I do, I'm gonna run this Docker. Where is the Docker run command? Now I run the again container. Last time if I run the same thing, what happened? We are unable to download the images, right? Now this time we can see what are the images we have. Ubuntu v2 is there. Now what I'm going to do, I want to download the image with the Java application. Java image is not available here, right? Now what I'm going to do, Java image I'm going to download. See, it's downloaded. Now see that Docker images. See the Docker images you can download again. Earlier the same thing if I done, what happened? The image is not available in the Docker private repository. We are unable to download. Now if it is any other server, what we do, instead of localhost, the server public IP will come. That's it. The server public IP will come, and then there is a daemon.json file that I'm going to show with the Nexus server. Nexus, what I do, Nexus I won't set up in the same mission. I'll set up in the different mission. Then you guys will be differentiate between. Now what you guys will do, just make sure you guys need to set up this Docker private repository in the another server instead of where we are using the Docker. So simple, run the registry their server, install the Docker, and then run their server, and then make it a public IP. Push your images with the public IP that server means Docker private repository public IP and 5000 port, and then image like a registry name. Is it clear, guys? Clear na? Everyone? Okay. Now what we do? Follow me, guys. Respond me. I don't want need to ask to everyone, like, why I'm asking, you guys are actively participating, actively listening or not. Okay, that's the reason I'm asking every time. Okay. The next, what we do next? Huh. We are done for pushing, pulling, and then removing, and then rear, and everything is available. Sir, okay, is as of now you told correct. Sir, for example, let's say, but where pull and push up? Docker registry, man. You join a little bit late, na? You see the video. Basically, we are using the one software that is called, yesterday we discussed. If you remember, na? We are set up instead of Docker Hub, we are using the Docker private repository. The Docker private repository, we are created this. If you see the Docker PS, it's a software to store our Docker images. This is a one software, like a Jenkins, right? The registry is the one software where we are to store the Docker images instead of Docker Hub. This is the private, your own server. Clear, Prashant? Cool. Fine. That is what another software which we are discussing now. Okay, we learn Docker Hub. We are discussing about the custom or own private repository which we need to run your local servers instead of Docker Hub. Because if you go for Docker Hub, we need to pay for them if you want to store your private repository. In real time, all code is a private only, right? We can't expose our code to someone to see and then download the enjoying. Okay, what we do, we can't expose that. Then that is the reason we are using a private repositories. The same GitHub also, the code no one can see that if it's a private repository. If it's a public repository, anyone can see, anyone can download. Okay, now what we are done, sir, everything is fine, sir. You told to how to push, how to pull, how to use the volumes, it is. Sir, how I know, sir, how many images they stored? Understand now what I mean? How many images they stored, how many versions they stored, how can I get the list of images, sir? List of versions, sir. How can I get? Got the question? Got my question? No, there is no UI na to see that. Go on clicking, okay, this Ubuntu, how many versions? Like if it is a Docker Hub UI, what happened? In Docker Hub UI, very nicely we have. See, if you go here, we have the search with the registry, and we can get the registry. And if I open this registry, I can see the tags. Okay, these tags I have the latest, like as this version, this version. We had lot of, we can see around, say, happily enjoyly, we can see this, we can download the specific one. That's okay, cool. But sir, in Docker registry we don't have UI. You don't have UI. Even if you try that. Like as by default, they don't have a UI. They don't have any UI. Let's do that also. Let's go for security group. Let's open the 5000 port. Understand the problem? But we had a problem here. It's 5000 port is already opened. Okay, 5000 port we already open in this, in like a security group. Now copy this. 5000. See here, there is nothing. There is nothing UI here. There is nothing UI here. There is no UI. The server is running, but there is no UI for this. There is no UI for this. Okay, there is no UI for this. The server is running, but there is no UI. There is no UI. Understand, na? What I mean, guys? Is it clear, right? Sir, how to install that UI, sir? Then I want UI, sir. Sir, please, sir. No, we'll discuss that. Let's keep it for some time, okay? But before going to see the UI, we can learn for the, basically these guys are provide the some REST API. This is what we are calling a REST API. What is a REST API? Docker private repository, private repo, REST API, REST API, RESTful web service, RESTful web service. This is the what API they are providing for us. Docker registry HTTP API. And you want to see the what you want to see? List of images, right? List of images you want to see. Okay, now what is the option we can have? v2 slash catalog. v2, what is v2? Your localhost slash 5000 colon 5000 slash v2 slash catalog. If you do this, it will show the list of repositories. List of repositories will become. Are you sure? Let's try. Understand, na, guys? Understand, right, what I mean? How to execute this REST service, guys? How to call this REST service? How we can use, guys, this get to method, put to method? How we can use this? Which command we are using in Linux? Guys, hi, Prashant. What, man? How to use for get to put to post delete? How can I execute that? Arc command for what purpose? Arc command to manipulate your output. We can use the arc command. Let know you want to print the say first column or you want to get the exact result. Then we can use the arc. Duplicate. We don't have any option to put post delete or anything. Only it can use for the get only duplicate. No, I want to anything. I'm asking like as put post delete. All the rest service you want to support, the curl can be do that. Only curl has that option. Okay. Now let's do that. How can I do this? Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this. Now this command. What this command will do? It will HTTP localhost 5000 slash v2 slash catalog, which is the one is what it's do. It will get the list of repositories for us. Is it clear now? This is where the server path, and this is the like a HTTP method. Okay, protocol, and the curl -x. Okay, headers. Okay, now like what is the curl -x? What is the curl -x means? Again, if you ask, what you guys will do? You guys will be learn -help. You will get to know that all the options. Okay, now curl -x option. -x is not showing. When without that also will work. That is not a problem. If you want to know that mainly, then do one thing. Man of curl. Let's do the man of curl. This is the man fish. -k, -c, -curl, -data, -d, -digest, -q, DNS, D. There's a lot of pages. There's somewhere in this output -x will be there. There's a lot of things will be there. Without that also will work, but just I want to get the information that also. Do one thing, write this, use this, and then grab with this. It's not coming like that. See, -x means request. -x means request. Get request. Okay, that's where we can do that. Now even without this also will work, no problem. Okay, is it clear, guys? Is it clear now? Understand now what is this REST API will do? This is the not this. This is the one. Control L. See, now what is this? It could not resolve the host, it will come now. Now if it is a control A, now this time we won't get this message. What is the curl means? We need to tell them this is a request. Now see how many repositories are there? Alpine repository, Java app repository, Ubuntu repository. There is a 3 repositories are available. 3 repositories are available now. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, this is the way we can see that. This is the way we can see that. Now, okay, fine. Sir, you stole the repositories, but each repository, how many tags are there, sir? How can I get to know that? Understand, na? We can get the repositories using this API. Okay, cool. Thumbs up. But what I want to know, I want to know that each repository, each repository mean alpha and Java app and Ubuntu. Yes. Each repository, how many tags we have? Then tags means what? Versions. Okay. How can I get that? Let me go to the again REST API documentation. Let me close this. How can I list? This is the list repositories. List tags. Na? Now what we can do? There is the option listing the images. Now what you do? Get v2 that repository name slash tag slash list. Understand, na? Guys. Now what do we need to implement? We need to implement this. Okay, that curl hyphen x, and here what I need to use here, we need to use the like as whatever you want to be get alpha in or you want to or whatever. Let's get that. Now basically http:// okay, sorry, localhost colon 5000 slash v2. How many versions he has? Alpha and how many tags are there? Even v2 is there. For same like that, Java app, how many? We have a, there is a Java app tags and then there is a only one we have. Okay. And the next, you can see Ubuntu, you can see how many images we have. How many images we have? We have a tags. This is a REST API we are calling with this. But you want to see the UI. UI by default, the official one we don't have. We have it some third party like as open source project which is available in GitHub. We can try with the any one of them. Okay. Okay. Clear, guys? These are what we had just now. Okay, sir. Fine, sir. I don't want to use it. Let's go for another commands for which we can do. Okay, sir. Fine. Whatever you think, that's fine. Sir, what happened, right? Now I had a lot of images, sir. Like as every day, my bloody guys are pushing like anything. Now it was each image we have like as each image it will store in the 20, 30 tags or maybe 100 tags are there. I don't want to keep it 100 tags, sir. I want to delete the tags, sir. I want to delete the old tag, sir. I want to delete the old tag, sir. How can I do that? Understand, na? Clear, guys? Understand the requirement? Clear on that? I want to delete the old tags, like as any tags, like as version 1 or version 2 or version 3, whatever maybe. Okay. Now basically, if I delete the one version, even both will be deleted at this point of time because of both are has the same image ID, same image ID. Okay. Basically, if it's if specific version, if you do like as if a different image ID, different hash will be there. If it is same image ID, it has the same hash will come. Okay. Hash means I'll show that what has been. Understand, right? The next requirement, we got the list of repositories. We got the each repository has how many tags. Then next, what I want to delete the like as I don't want to keep it the many. I want to clean up that whenever I want to make more actually. Then how can I do that? Now let's say what I want to know. I want get the like as delete. Now we need to canceling the upload. Okay, this is the delete blobs and digest. We need to get that for deleting. Let me show the API. Okay, for now what you need to first of all, this is the list of tags we can get. If you want to delete the tag, first we need to get the like is what is the blob for that. Okay, digest, we need to get that. Now let's use this command. Okay, let's use this command. That's we need to write ourselves. Okay, no one can't be help on this. Now I'll give this document, you guys can be help this. Even though I'll show you setup for UI, that even you can click the single click, you can delete that images also in future if you need it. Now see here, this is the image, like for example v2, the ubuntu, we don't let me, in my case I don't have my ubuntu image, I have a ubuntu image. Okay, and then manifest, and then what is the tag here? Not a latest tag. Which tag you want to get? v1 tag, let's say. Okay, I don't have a latest, I have a v1. Understand now? And then next, this output I'm printing like like a std error, std output is single where, and then I grab with the inside this, when I run this, what output I get? This is the entire output we'll get. Inside this output, what I want to get, I want to print with the only digest. This is the one I want. Okay, the sha id, I want to print that. For that, what is this? Let's say this is the one digest for this is the same here. This is the one I want, not that. This is the one Docker content digest. Okay, this is the one I want. Now you want to get that, what I do, that instead of this, I'm going to filter this. I'm grabbing with this, and then let's see, I'm grabbing with this. Let's see what happened. This entire command and grabbing with this. Now I got this. Now if you print the second column instead of first column, what I do, we get only this. For that, what I'm going to use, I copied wrong. I miss this. The next, if you want to get that, you can use the $3. $3 you want to be print. Now let's copy this. If you print the $3, by default is the space. Now if you print the like as $3, what will come? Let's see. Okay, sorry, because this is the one we don't have anything for latest, right? We have a v1 manifest v1. Do one thing, let's make a change to here v1. Okay, now let's go with this. First of all, let's get the output or not. There is no output we are getting. Okay, sorry, my ubuntu, right? Now here we need to change to ubuntu. This copy command, paste it. We don't have a ubuntu image. Now see, this is the output we'll get. And apart from this, now let's copy this command, curl command, with the grep3. Now get this. There is something, quotation is missing. No, double is happening. Okay, now what I do, now see this is the command ubuntu v1 version, and then type symbol up command, right? Now let's print this. Now this sha id will be print for us. This sha is printed for us. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear now? Yeah. This SHA is printed for us. This SHA we are gonna pass as the input for next command. Okay. Now this is the command to delete. Once we get the SHA, now what you guys will do? Just we need to pass the this SHA to this one. This is SHA. We need to replace with this too. For what? Copy this SHA. I'm deleting event images. Okay. To here. This SHA we are passing input. And the next, what is the command? This is the same. I'm going to call the delete option. Now this is the what? This is a local, like this is the also same, and then local host also same. Local host 5000, and then image name what is Ubuntu, and then no manifest. Now this is a SHA we need to be passed. SHA we need to add it here. Is it clear, guys? Clear now? Let me copy this and execute this now. Now what happened? I'm trying to delete, but it's not allowing method. Means what is the problem? We got error. What is saying that Docker private repository by default it won't allow to delete. Docker private repository by default it won't allow to delete for us. It won't delete for us. If you want to delete that, what you should do? We need to enable to delete allowing. For delete allowing by default, what we should do? We should use the some environment variable. What is the environment variable we need to use? Understand? By default, it won't allow. We need to override that. If you want to override that, what option we can use? We can use the env. Env they set up. That env, what we should do? We should use that. Okay. What is that? Now, this is the one. Registry storage delete enable true. Means the final command is this to set up for your registry. Understand? All options. This is the environment we need to be override. By default, it's a false. Now we can make it a true. Now what I'm going to do? Let me clean up this. Okay, and then do the docker ps. Just remove the running container. Remove this running container. Copy. Now this is the one. This is the one is running again back. Now you can see the list again. This everything is works. You can list tags. Now the v1 version is there. If you go for Ubuntu images. Yes, everything is works. Okay, everything is backed up because of we use the volumes. Now let me try with the SHA one which we tried, which is not working. Now let me allow this time. Now it got deleted. Now this time is got deleted. The Ubuntu one we tried v1 v2 tags are come right. Now let's try again the same command. What happened? It's got deleted. It's got deleted. It's got deleted. Is it clear? This is a like as method to we use to delete the images. Okay, like if you don't want to use that, I want to set up a Docker private registry UI, then what we do? We need to use the any one of the like as third party repositories. Okay, we have a third party repositories, many options are available. Now you guys can be use this. Now this is the one. Docker private repository UIs are available. Now this Docker Hub, these guys are providing one UI. This is the method we had here. Docker registry UI, we have the one image. That image what we are calling is the Docker registry -UI is the image name. Suchit is the user which is done that. Okay, now that also option we had, and there is a multiple options are there. Now I keep it here. All this is Suchit is the one, the same one. This is both are same, and there is another one. This is also Suchit only. Okay, this is the Suchit guys only. Okay, this is the one. This is the issues page on all this I mentioned. Okay, this is for documented thing. Now If you want to do that, what you should do this. Okay, like first of all, what you need to run the one container, that is for this container need to be run. Let me do that. Okay, for if you want to do that, first of all, you need to create a one config.ml file. By default, even if you guys are see here the Docker registry one which you opened previously, there is a configuring registry. Configuring registry, if you open this is the config file. If you want to override that config file, we need to return this config file, the same config file I'm taking up. One second, guys. Okay, now see here, we need to create a config.yaml file, YAML or YML, that you wish. Now take this config file which I mentioned here. This is the context directory. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write my own here file. Okay, now here allow origin, you need to set up for your own IP address here, public IP address. What are the server we have, that public IP address. Plus if you're local host, then you can mention the local host also. Origin for what, this is the origin. Okay, the next you need to allow these methods, and then this is the option we are going to use. Save this config file. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete the running docker ps, the running registry docker ps, docker rm. Possible I'm removing this running registry. Okay, that's done. The next what you need to do, just I need to use this is the final image to run that. Even this is the, you want to custom UI, this is the final image for docker. Let me explain one of the each step. Now see here, I'm running this docker registry 5000 port, and then this is a storage delete enable true, and I'm gonna the present working directory, the config file I'm going to overwrite into inside the config file. This is the config file is available inside the docker registry file. I inside this YAML I given here, not YML. Anything is fine. Okay, and the next, the volume is mount. This is the path we are done, and the restart always, and then registry, and then this version. Anything you can do, 2 or whatever it may be. It's fine. Clear, guys? Because the 2 image already there, that's the reason I'm using this. Let's run this. Now what happened, once it is done, the next we are running this image. Okay, now this image is what we need to use, the local host here. We need to change this to my IP address. What IP address I need to change? My public IP address where my docker registry is running. Okay, now this is the one I put it here. Now let's run this. Now this is the next same. This is the image which I'm downloading. Just I shown you, right? From Docker Hub, I'm downloading this image. I'm running as a invalid format. Docker run -d. Now let me, what is that? Somewhere some spaces, something is happening. Now copy this and paste it here. Now just change the IP address here. 3.110.43.49. Invalid reference format. Why, man? Yes, everything is correct, no? Docker run -d -p environment variable and environment variable I mentioned images to and -n name. Okay, this is the space. Okay, this is a space. There is no space here. Yes, -n name is in the one single. Okay, that is what happened. That image is not there. Now it's download and then run it here. Now see here Docker PS. That UI also running here. This UI will be pointing out with this repository. That repository we are pointing out. That's the reason we are able to get the all the this inside the what are the images are there. That images will be come with this UI. Okay. Now what you need to go to this your public IP with the 80 port, access this, that which you set up, and how to use this, how to and all, these guys are give the documentation here. See all this, what are the options they are enabled, what are they are saying the same thing I'm using. Now see, this is the three images I have. Now see this tags of this alpha, the Java app which we are pushed, and Ubuntu image which we are pushed. Okay, right now we don't have any tags for Ubuntu. We have for alpha. Now if you delete that, you can delete this here now. If you click this, it got deleted because both are in the same image ID. That's the reason both got deleted here. Understand, right, guys? That both are the same shop. Clear, guys? Clear now? How we can see the UI? This is the what, even if you want, instead of curl commands and get the SHA ID, get then instead of that you can use this method also. We have the Docker private repository UI. If it is a different image IDs, what has been here, what I told, this image ID same. We already see that, right? When you do the Docker images, now if you build the same image, then it has this both images are the same. Here we don't have. Okay. Now for example, if you do the Docker tag here, if I do the same image v12, and then if I create v2 here, you see Docker images, if you try, it will give the same image ID. This is the one. If it is the same image ID, if you delete one image, both that also will be deleted. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Any questions? It was nice UI. Very, very simple UI. Fine. Great, man. And tomorrow we'll see the Nexus. We'll see the Nexus. Nexus private repo to push Docker images. Okay. We'll see the tomorrow session this. Until then, bye guys.